The borough of Brooklyn is the location for the Hornets. Marvin Williams has been here before. The veteran forward still knows how to fill it up for his team. They will rely on him tonight as they prepare to do battle inside Barclays Center. Hornets, Nets, up next, right after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Nets in Brooklyn. Looking at the Nets, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. And you look at Karis LeVert. Tough luck with injuries, but when he is healthy, Shaq, he can put up points in a hurry.
Reminds me of my main man, Kenny Smith, herky-jerky on that dribble off the drive. Also has the athleticism to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, I agree. I used to do that, but he keeps his head up on the drive, which is really good for his size. Not just a threat to score, but he's unselfish as well.
That'll be a wrap as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And obviously, the season's just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. You look at the Jazz, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Nets, they have just done a magnificent job of building chemistry. Higher on this list than many people expected. One of the great stories thus far.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the Brooklyn Nets returned to relevance last season after their ill-fated 2013 trade with Boston cost them years of first-round draft picks. D'Angelo Russell was their first All-Star in half a decade, and in 2019, they made the playoffs. You've got to give credit to this front office for building a roster without a lot of top picks. Kevin?
Really making the most of not having much to work with. Thank you, DA. Whereas for some players now in their second seasons, you can tell just how big the jump is between that first year and their second year in the league.
I think, Kevin, it's probably the single biggest growth opportunity. One of the things that happens is the game slows down for second-year players. Very rarely do you see a guy take a step backwards. They're comfortable, they're more confident, and they know what to expect.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Batum, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Garrett Temple is out there with Irving. Then it's Wilson Chandler, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. Here's Temple. Back to Irving, shoots. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
Rozier, the pass to Hernan Gomez. He kicks it to Batum, shoots from the elbow. Bridges, no one around him. They get it back. Hernan Gomez can't cash in from close range. Inside, it's deflected. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Batum, and some very quick points for him on that possession. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Now, here's Rozier. Wilson Chandler unable to get his shot to go.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Irving against Rozier. Fires from 18. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Irving.
poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside, Batum. Over Temple. A shot by Batum, no good. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Irving. No good with the layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are 2 of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
That free throw, no good.
Well, we call this, Kevin, high IQ and good instincts for the game, and these things Willie relies on to succeed at this level.
That one is no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Irving drives in, and he gets it to go.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Rozier with the ball. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. And the pass to Bridges. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bridges has got his second basket of the game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Durant. Pass to Irving. Back to KD. Shoots a fader. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range, because that is money in the bank.
Last game for the Charlotte Hornets. It was a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. Jordan against Kid Gilchrist. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Rozier against Irving. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
It's a fairly even matchup, and both sides want to take that leap into the league's upper echelon. So let's see what signs we see of progress tonight.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
There are very few players in the world who can do what Kevin Durant does. Under duress of the playoffs or a big moment in the game, Kevin Durant has the skill set and the mentality necessary to finish opponents off.
Durant hits them both. And that skill set of Durant's that, Doris, you just mentioned, there really is no comparison in the league.
I agree, Kevin. I mean, just to have that soft touch with that height he has is rare in itself. Now you think about the mobility and creativity to find a shot for himself or others in any situation. That is what makes him one of the all-time greats.
And then Durant with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Raptors.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Well, you know this, Greg, because you played in the NBA. You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now Rozier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. The dish to Kid Gilchrist, and it's blocked by Jordan.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Here's Hernan Gomez.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
Off the inbound, no good. KD with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. To halt the run, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
Irving against Rozier. And here is Irving, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. 6 on the shot clock. Temple dishes to KD. Off target with his 3. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. Hornets trail by 6. Batum attacking. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in with...
Oh!
Yes.
Goodness.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity. KD at the rim.
Here's Batum. 23 points for him the last game against Toronto.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Now, here's Rozier. Over Irving. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. That's tipped. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. Lobbed up there for KD. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Rozier. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Now, here's Rozier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Floats one up. Hernan Gomez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And when this guy is aggressive offensively, Willie can make things happen. He'll go to the free throw line.
The Hornets have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
The first one falls. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Really had an off game against the Pacers. Never really gotten to his rhythm. Allen surveying the D. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
What we know unequivocally is Spencer Dinwiddie is far more than a terrific basketball player. Let's remember, he scored 1,400 on his SATs. His mom was a professor at USC, and there's something very special about being raised in an academic environment.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Doris, you talk about Dinwiddie's book smarts. His parents wanted him to attend Harvard.
Yeah, he chose instead, Kevin, to attend the University of Colorado, believing the Pac-12 would be a better stepping stone to the NBA. And think about it, even now, this guy not shy about challenging authority. He will keep his coaches on their toes.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
The shot's good from Monk. Nets leading by 9. Dinwiddie with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Allen kicks to LeVert. 5 to shoot. Allen finds LeVert. Takes the 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
On the wing, Batum. LeVert defending. Batum passes to Washington. Basket good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Doris, at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 9-point game. No good on the shot, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Now LeVert. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harris outside. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shot by Zeller, no good. Brooklyn leading by 9. And it's Harris off the drive. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Batum scanning the floor. Down low. Zeller dishes to Biyombo. Shot by Zeller, no good. Dinwiddie left side. And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Nets lead by 13.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Batum after Taurean Prince's bucket. And Batum kicks to Monk. 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. Outside Batum. And the 3 off target.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Prince misses.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic, but boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here now is Dinwiddie. 5 points in the game. Allen outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Over Monk. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Fires from the line. Bank shot. No good. Nets leading by 10. Here's LeVert. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Great D that time from Batum. Now, here's Monk. He dishes it to Zeller. Outside, Batum. Over Prince. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Batum's got his second basket of the night. The Nets shooting an impressive 60% early. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Allen right side. Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Biyombo with the block.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 8. And we'll be back with you right after this. And Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility this roster has.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we could play big, we could play small. We can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like who we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
It's clear KD is very happy playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for the Hornets, Williams and Zeller make up the front court. Monk is out there with Batum, and it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. Monk with the ball. Outside, Batum. Back to Monk. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension, and what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
Garrett Temple has checked in for Levert. The Hornets also with a sub. Rozier's checked in. Now here's Dinwiddie. High post Allen. Harris outside. Beyond the arc. And he makes good on the layup. And the Nets lead by 10.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Washington, rejected by Harris. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Free throw drops for Monk. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
Hornets trail by 8. Out to the wing. Here's Rozier. Allen with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's stolen by Monk. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And the Hornets miss again.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Washington missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Charlotte again missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Irving. Harris against Zeller. Harris kicks to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Over Rozier. That shot misses. And Charlotte will come the other way. Puts up a 3. Here's Williams. It's deflected. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The pass to Allen. That one doesn't drop. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Monk for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Monk's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hornets.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Harris. Here's Allen. And too long on the shot. And the foul called on Jarrett Allen. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Joe Harris. The Hornets also with a sub. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, When his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
He misses the free throw. And with the 6'8" arm span, Terry Rozier plays a lot bigger than his 6'1" height.
Kevin, there is no doubt this is one of the outstanding rebounders from the guard position. He is an excellent defensive player. Scary Terry can hurt you on both ends of the floor.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. And he sinks the second. Doris, you've said this often, it is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Rozier against Irving. That shot is off. Williams with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Rozier, the pass to Monk. Offline with his three. Williams fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And at 6'9", 237 pounds, Williams is a threat on the board, solid at using that frame inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former #2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Here's Rozier. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Monk, and it's blocked by Jordan. No good from Hernan Gomez. Nets leading by 4. To the inside, out to Chandler. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? It was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
And the Hornets making a change here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. To the wing right side. Here's Temple. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 5. And again, no good by Brooklyn. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. Fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
Now, here's Rozier. After the miss from Malik Monk. Free throw line jump shot, and the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got the game tied up here for the Hornets. The Nets shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Temple. It's Chandler high post. Back to Temple. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Now here's Durant. He had 27 points last game. Nobody near Irving. Got it from 16 feet. Irving's got 6.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 16-6 run. To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez. Kicks it to Bridges. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. A wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. His 4th shot, his 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. Here's Temple. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here is Irving. After the miss from Malik Monk. A nice shot by KD.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Rozier. Monk for 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Garrett Temple. Biyombo is checked in for the Hornets. Batum comes in for Terry Rozier. Inodorus, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
Now Irving, after the missed 3 from Malik Monk.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Hornets trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Yep, that one goes in there. Batum's got 8 points.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Now Irving. He's got 9. This is to Jordan. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. To the paint, here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Karis LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. Yeah, he's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
Shoot 2.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment.
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Well, at 6'7", Doris, Karis LeVert describing himself as a point/shooting guard.
Well, why not? Because his slashing ability, his blinding speed off the dribble is really what makes him problematic. His burst is special, and it doesn't matter if he's going left or right.
And the free throw drops for LeVert.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so he hits both.
And what you love is every year, Karis LeVert takes another step. He adds something else to his game. And I believe, guys, this guy has future star written all over him.
Now here's Batum. He's got 8. Passes it to Bridges. Nice D from Durant.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Allen's checked in for the Nets. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Dinwiddie finds Harris. Here's LeVert. Jordan inside. Biyombo on him. Jordan's shot is off. Hornets trail by 7. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Bridges. Stolen by LeVert. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
And Allen drops them both.
And guys, I think the future is so bright for Jared Allen. We're talking about an athletic, mobile big man who has already proven to be an accomplished two-way player.
And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hornets have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Harris outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, KD just has that instinct for scoring. It's just how he's built. You look at the first half, he was aggressive, made tough shots. Very difficult to scheme against because he's usually one step ahead of you.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 7. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Temple in at the 2.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
And the Hornets with possession here. And here is Rozier. Knocked loose. Here's Hernan Gomez. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Temple finds Durant. Jordan drops in the layup for 2. And the Nets lead by 9.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
On the wing, Batum. Defended by Durant. Now, here's Batum. He's got 12. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Rozier missing. Durant feeling it out a bit. Down low. Here's Temple. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Bridges against Chandler. Bridges with it. 10 points for him. Here's Hernan Gomez. Collects the 2-pointer near the hoop. Hernan Gomez has got 6 points.
That's one thing about Willie. He has no trouble being aggressive, particularly when operating close.
Irving passes to KD. Over Hernan Gomez. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And there's the call on Garrett Temple. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Hornets trail by 7. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Rozier against Irving. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And this is where Willie is doing his most damage, right? Inside, getting the defender to overcommit.
For Charlotte, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's Irving. Softly drops in the floater. 13 points in the game.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Bridges for 3. And the Hornets miss again.
And they continue to control the glass.
The shot by Chandler, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Rozier kicks to Batum. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists tonight.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The first free throw is good. Chandler hits them both. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 11-point game. Now Hernan Gomez. 7 points in the game. Yep, it counts. Hernan Gomez has got 7 now in this quarter. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Temple, defended by Batum. Temple, the pass to Chandler. Bridges with the steal. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Rozier against Irving. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game. Hornets trail by 9. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Batum. Nobody near Williams. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
This is the confidence you love seeing. Sometimes Williams wastes no time in getting his shot off.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Batum.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
So for the Nets, Allen's checked in for Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's LeVert in for Garrett Temple. Charlotte also making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Washington subbed in for Bridges.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Hornets trail by 6. And here's Batum. He's got 18. Outside Williams takes a 3. Here's Biyombo. Allen with the rebound. The Nets have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. It's LeVert on the wing. Great D that time from Batum. And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That's his first foul. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And Batum kicks to Rozier. The kick out to Williams. No good on the 3. Nets leading by 6. Now here's LeVert. Great D that time from Batum. Durant with the steal. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Harris passes to Irving. LeVert against Batum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
This guy doesn't mind absorbing contact at all if it means a trip to the free throw line. Caris LeVert will find his points any way you want.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That one is off. Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. He hits the second from the line. Hornets trail by 7. Feeds it to Biyombo. Clock at 6. Washington. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Washington's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Lobbed up there for Allen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
There's the pass to Biyombo. Charlotte moving it around. Zeller against KD. 6 on the shot clock. Zeller with it. KD's on him. Batum, good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Durant down low. He's covered by Zeller. Durant kicks to Irving. Batum with the steal. A fast break now for Charlotte. Batum's running, and it's Irving with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Rozier for 3. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
How about that authority from Mr. Caris LeVert? Go ahead, sir.
Hornets trail by 7. Batum with the ball. He's got 20. Some solid defense from Harris.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's LeVert. Got a piece of it. And now here's Rozier, the fast break champs. LeVert grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Allen outside. Pass to Harris. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 9-point Nets lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And so here's Charlotte after the basket by Brooklyn. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
So for the Nets, Prince is checked in for Durant, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And a switcher also for Charlotte, Kid Gilchrist is checked in. We've got 1:55 left in the third. And the layup falls. And Greg, safe to say, Allen's defense is ahead of his offense.
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
Here's Rozier. The shot comes out.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. And then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks.
In that game against the Cavaliers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And a four-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
What a defensive effort from Spencer Dinwiddie. The wingspan and the hustle create these steals.
Hornets trail by 10. Passes it to Rozier. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Rozier's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's LeVert. He's got 7. Pass to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Prince. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kid Gilchrist with it. Guarded now by Prince. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Biyombo.
What you want from a guy who's going to be a defensive specialist is understand your role, be ferocious, and be aggressive. And that's what you get with Bismack Biyombo.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Biyombo drops them both. 23 seconds left to play here in the third.
Oh,
always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No good on that one.
Well, think about Joe Harris, the 33rd pick in the 2014 draft. So that's the 3rd pick in the 2nd round. And boy, has he turned himself into a viable NBA player. Knockdown shooter who can now put it on the deck as well.
Here's Rozier. He has 7. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets lead by 7. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Nets leading by 7. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Inside, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Batum is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the small forward. Here's LeVert. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Biyombo's got his 6th rebound on the night from the wing. And there's Michael Kid Gilchrist on the assist by Batum. Batum's got his 6th assist on the night. Now Dinwiddie. Now the pass to LeVert. Shoots over Batum. And it's LeVert missing. So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. Trailing by 5. And the wing jumper offline.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And it's LeVert missing.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
The Nets have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Allen dishes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, you're having a tough time trying to tie down DeAndre Jordan. This guy is a powerful force who knows how to convert. Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Prince, and Garrett Temple subbed in for Karis LeVert. Free throw good, Jordan. And with DeAndre Jordan, the rebounding is as strong as ever, Doris. But what about the rim protection?
Well, I think obviously DeAndre's block totals aren't what they used to be when he was turning away 2 shots a game. But there's more to defense than just blocking shots. And Jordan remains a plus defender.
Here's Temple over Batum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum. The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. Hornets trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the basket by Rozier.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Bridges against Chandler. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Dinwiddie. They get a hand on it. Rozier with the steal. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
There's Dinwiddie following the score by Charlotte. Right wing. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Nets lead by 7.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Rozier with the ball. Now Chandler defending. Rozier against Chandler. Floats one. And it's sent back by Allen. And Zeller kicks to Rozier. A three-pointer, no good.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Chandler the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Temple, defended by Batum. And it's denied.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Dinwiddie with the steal. Jordan dishes to Chandler. Here's Dinwiddie. In the corner, it's Temple. Shoots over Batum. Temple can't get it to go.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Rozier with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Rozier looking around. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Temple can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Free throw drops for Temple. Kevin Durant's checked in for Jared Allen. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zeller. And both free throws good for Temple. Hornets trail by 11. And the Hornets call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Rozier. To the middle. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Up and in on the layup. Batum's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Dinwiddie against Rozier. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter.
You can see he's starting to find his comfort zone, and there's a rhythm about what Spencer Dinwiddie's doing right now.
Dinwiddie against Rozier. Outside, Batum. Dinwiddie passes to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Hornets trail by 13. And Batum kicks to Hernangomez. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. One more and he's done.
So it's the Hornets now. And here is Rozier. Batum wide open. He fires. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist.
Well, the evolution of Scary Terry as a creator for others. Really nice ball movement there.
Here's Temple. Again, the Nets for 2.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Bridges. Pass to Hernangomez. Just 5 to shoot. Now Rozier. Back to Hernangomez. Over Jordan. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Hernangomez. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Outside Jordan. Pass to Chandler. Durant down low. Kid Gilchrist there. And he makes that one. KD's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
You can really tell when Kevin Durant is in the flow because the scoring looks like it's second nature. He's going to go down as one of the all-time best.
Hornets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Stolen by Durant. Here's Temple. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rozier for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Rozier's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Dinwiddie against Rozier. Here's Jordan. Chandler outside. Baseline J on the way. The shot by KD. No good. And stolen by Jordan. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Hernangomez. Poked away. Batum with the ball. Trying to find Hernangomez. Gets it to him. Gets it down to single digits.
And you can see what the emphasis was at halftime. Here in the second, a lot more effort to get the ball inside, and it's starting to pay dividends.
The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Timeout called. The Nets.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Temple. He kicks to Allen. Lets it go from 11. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Hornets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Batum inside the 3-point line. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Lays it in off the breakaway. 17 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Rozier against Dinwiddie. Hernangomez. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Nets leading by 7. Dinwiddie outside. The pass to Durant. Three-pointer. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
This guy is maybe one of the most dangerous shooters in the history of the league. Defense doing everything it can. Durant says, this is my game.
Now, here is Hernangomez. He's off on that one. And Durant, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
You know, the thinking, Kevin, is defensively you're trying to close off the lane. But how crafty is Kevin Durant at his ability to bounce off and still make you commit?
That's good from Durant. Durant hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Now Rozier. Pass to Hernangomez. Goes up again. The kick out to Rozier. This one for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Dinwiddie against Rozier. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, picking Jared Allen, number 22, back in 2017 has paid off for the Nets. This guy is proven already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center.
That free throw good from Allen. And Jared Allen grew up in the Austin area and played near his home at the University of Texas.
Yeah, Kev, just 1 season with the Longhorns. He really came into the league considered a project, but boy, his development is truly ahead of schedule.
Now, here's Rozier. To end the run. Drills it from outside. Rozier's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Now, here's Bridges. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Rozier. Six to shoot to the left wing. Bridges inside the three-point line. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Brooklyn.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kevin Durant.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. Now, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Odion Kurucs, he's checked in for Durant. Amon Shumpert has come in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Musa in for Garrett Temple.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Allen. Passes it to Kurucs. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. And it's Caruch missing. And here's Martin. To the paint. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.